What's going on, guys? So today marks officially my last proper week of training before next week, which will be my taper, which will go into the 19th of April, which is a week on Sunday, which is going to be my competition. So this week is going to be a very big week of training. It's my last chance to get a really solid week of training and just build that confidence going into this competition and just basically finish out this overreaching phase. I'm going to be, if all goes to plan, which it is going to, I'll be hitting all-time bench PRs, all-time deadlift rep PRs on top of the bench rep PRs, and then also squat volume PRs. So it is definitely a big week of training. Very nervous going into it, but also just very, very excited. And I know that if I just follow out the game plan, take my recovery seriously, be on top of my recovery, follow my nutrition the way I've been doing it, there's no reason why I can't do it. I'm just very, very excited. Today is squats and bench press, so I'm to work with 92% and then also 93%. So do 92% for a triple and then 93% for a triple on both squats and bench press. And then I've got some low drops and back off work on top of that. I'm just very excited going into it. I woke up this morning as well, again, low 105, so weight's exactly where I need it to be. So not going to change anything with my nutrition at all. Just going to keep it the way it is, sit low 105s, and then that means that I'm sitting at my weight class and I'm not going to have to do anything whatsoever to actually make weight.
First easy, that's good. Easy. Last one. Oh! Good.
Fucking easy! Good thing!
Easy, let's go!
Yes! Ah!
You've got this! Let's go!
Come on! Yes! Yeah!
That's easy! Two more! Good! Last one, easy! Up, easy! Well done.
Alright, so that is officially the last heavy squat workout done before my competition. I'll still be squatting twice later on this week and obviously squatting in my taper week next week, but that is my last chance to get a proper, really good heavy working sets in, and I was very, very pleased with how it went. I was extremely pumped up going into the workout, and I hit some really great numbers, and this is all while being very overreached, so I'm very confident going into my competition, and I really feel that I am in line for a big squat. And one thing that I'm really happy about is just how much my knee tracking has improved. If you go back to kind of 12, even 16 weeks ago, my knee tracking was very poor, and I really feel that my knee tracking has got so much better, and the main reason that is down to is I feel is strengthening my glutes. I really do. There are multiple reasons as to why people's knees can track inwards excessively, but one of the main reasons I think is actually down to a glute weakness, as one of the the main functions of the hips of the glutes is external rotation of the hips, and I feel that by really strengthening them, that has allowed my knee tracking to improve a lot, which has obviously improved the consistency and also the performance of my squats. After squatting, I was to then move on to bench press, and both of these sets were actually 3 rep PRs. So that 143.5 was a 3 rep PR, and then from that 143.5 I was to move on to 145 kilograms, which is 320 pounds, and that was also a 3 rep PR. And as you obviously saw, the 145 was easier than the 143.5, as that was simply just down to being very hyped up, and I really feel that I could have got 4, possibly even 5 reps on that 145. So again, I'm really feeling very confident with just how my bench is progressing. Again, I always feel I rush the pauses a little bit too much. I really feel that they're not as long as I would like them, but again, that is just something I'm really going to focus on working on and try to really excessively work on my load drops and my back off sets, and again just finish off with some dips. Assistance exercises, Ben has me doing much less assistance exercises, and this week, as obviously we are trying to keep as fatigue to a minimum, as there is a lot of overall workload on the 3 main lifts. Something I like to do for recovery, which I really feel helps my recovery, is take Epsom salt baths. Now, there isn't too much relevant information or relative studies done that strongly back that Epsom salt baths do tend to increase recovery. However, from personal experience, I really do feel that they do tend to improve recovery. I feel the mixture of extremely hot water and also Epsom salts, but as well, really do help to tend to increase my recovery, and they do definitely make me feel better the day after. Not just physically, but mentally. I mentally don't feel as drained the day after from doing very heavy lifting after taking an Epsom salt bath. And I do tend to notice the difference in recovery from when I do take one and when I don't. So if you have some extra cash, I definitely would recommend just getting yourself some Epsom salts and maybe having it maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 times a week, just depending on how many times you train. One thing to note is, do not buy your Epsom salts from a beauty store or like a Holland & Barrett, as it is going to be very expensive. If you go onto somewhere like Amazon or eBay, you can just buy simple Epsom salts. I got 5 kilos for £8, and which will be about $15, I believe. And if you go into like a health or beauty store, you're going to get a kilo for at least 15 quid, which is going to be about $26, $27. So you're much better just getting Epsom salts within themselves online than you are getting them at a health and beauty store. And the only difference is these aren't scented, whereas the ones in the health and beauty store are, but they both do the exact same thing.
Would you ever forget anything you know? Take a chance to step outside.